What I do, can I use an analogy for you? It's like we're all familiar with a garden, right? So you go to the garden, and what if you just paid attention to the fruits and the flowers and ignored the weeds? You'd have really nice weeds. Yeah. And it would be, sooner or later, the weeds would be choking off the life of the garden. So we need to focus a little bit of time clearing the garden. And the same thing with EFT. Thank you. Same thing is, how many times do we brush our teeth? If we could brush our teeth once a lifetime, wouldn't that be great? But we can't. Same thing with EFT. We need to be mindful, I recommend being mindful of the negative emotions, acknowledge them, and say, I'm okay with that. You know, even though I have this feeling, I'm okay. I can love and accept myself. This emptiness in my bedroom, alone, in this emptiness. I'm okay. I can choose peace. This is Shannon, by the way. Say hi, Shannon!
We have, for lunch today, I have some miso soup made with green onions, tofu, carrots, shiitake mushrooms, and that's it from the miso. And then we have some vegetable sushi, also with carrots and cucumber, avocado, buckwheat sprouts, sunflower sprouts, cilantro, black sesame seeds, of course wrapped up in nori, and then some clementine oranges.
I would highly recommend coming to Clearpoint. I had an experience beyond words. I learned a lot of tools and skills in how to implement EFT in my life to clear a lot of emotional and physical issues, and I am glad to say the experience was absolutely glorious and delightful.
I came into the weekend a little bit skeptical about EFT, and I'm leaving the weekend with a much different perspective. I think there's something to this technique, and I think Steve's teaching of it was very good, and I thoroughly enjoyed the weekend, and I think it'll help me in my life.
The food was to die for. Very enriching and energizing, and even the fellow colleagues that came, or other people that came, were just delightful to be a part of their intense experiences. So I would recommend this program, and I would come again for the next level.
I met Steve through a couple of different retreats, and I have been very interested in EFT, and I could tell by his nurturing nature that he was the one I wanted to learn EFT from. On top of that, he seems to be an enormously huge proponent of EFT, and I admired his passion about the subject. So, even though I was completely skeptical and always like facts and information and often don't go with faith on how these techniques work, I thoroughly enjoyed my time with Steve, and he really is a caring coach and knows a great deal about the subject and how to teach it. So I am going to definitely tap and use this method both for myself and with my my courses to help people accelerate the path to growth in their careers, lives, and relationships. Thanks, Steve, for offering this amazing retreat.